Hello friends, I'm George, the nice smelling gentleman. Welcome back to the channel guys, I hope that all of you are doing well. It looks like this week will be the week of the first impression videos. I've already done 3 videos this week about first impressions on some fragrances from Arabiat Prestige, from Fragrance World, so why not do another one? Today I will finally be able to try for the first time a fragrance from Paris Corner and Pandora scents that I've been chasing for a very long time. The fragrance is called Camaro Homme Intense, and supposedly this is a great clone of Dior Homme Intense. So let's see if that's true. I've been chasing Camaro Homme Intense for a very long time, probably almost a year now. At least in my part of the world, this is very hard to find, and finally I found a seller that has this one in stock. And the funny thing is that I ordered from the very same seller a few months back, but my order got cancelled, so I never received that order. And a few months before that I also had this fragrance ordered from another place that also cancelled out my order, and finally from the third attempt I'm having this fragrance in my hands. So let's unpack it and let's see if all the hype is real about Camaro Homme Intense from Paris Corner. The fragrance package wise is somewhat similar to the original fragrance, predominantly black colored bottle with some silver accents. Here the details, the concentration is EDP, the bottle size is 100 milliliters, and the production date of this bottle is June of 2024. Now, just as a fun fact, as a side note, the interesting thing is that Paris Corner and again Pandora scents themselves also have another clone of Dior Homme Intense, which is called Club Homme Intense. If I'm not mistaken, I have that fragrance in my collection. I've done a review of that one. So it's really interesting why they have a second fragrance that's cloning the same original scent. And it's going to be curious to check this one out and in the future to actually, compare the two scents from the same brand. This is how the bottle looks. It's somewhat similar to the original fragrance from Dior. Has a nice heft. The cap is very plasticky, but it's somewhat of a snug fit. I'm not going to bother with this spraying it on paper and stuff like that. I'm going to directly spray it on skin. Let's check out the sprayer. Sprayer is good distribution. All right, it is a good clone of Dior Homme Intense. This though feels a little bit fresher than Dior Homme Intense. The opening, I still get that lipsticky powdery iris. I get the ouds, I get the musk, a hint of the pear note. But this somehow feels a little bit spicy and like a little bit more cacao-y. Also maybe a hint of vanilla as well. But yeah, definitely very similar to Dior Homme Intense, but not the exact same clone of Dior Homme Intense, at least not of my bottle of Dior Homme Intense. This feels a little bit different. Now, some people say that claim that this is sort of a clone of an older formulation of Dior Homme Intense, of the original formulation of Dior Homme Intense. Now, unfortunately, I've not tried the first formulation of Dior Homme Intense, so I cannot tell you if that's true. But this definitely is a good clone of Dior Homme Intense, feels of a good quality. Definitely smells very nice. But again, slightly different. Maybe it feels a little bit more woody, slightly sharper, maybe a little bit more musky. And feels like it has a stronger sort of a cacao note compared to the original fragrance. Just feels a little bit sweeter. But keep in mind, those are just sort of an early first impressions about this fragrance. Definitely smells very nice, and in the air also smells nice. I'm curious to see how this one will perform over time, because from what I've seen all online, read and seen as videos, some people claim this fragrance to be a very strong performer. Others are claiming this to be a very weak fragrance. Now, my initial impressions, at least from smelling it off skin, after the first few sprays, I don't think this will be a weak fragrance. I'm pretty sure this will actually turn out to be, at least somewhat of a good performer. This is a very recent bottle, very, late, sort of a recent batch. I hope it's not been reformulated or anything like that. I really do hope that this will perform because I really like how this smells. Also, just wanted to add an interesting fact. When I'm smelling this one right now, it sort of reminds me of another clone of Dior Homme Intense that I have. That comes from the brand of Art Al-Khaliji, and it's called Sheikh Zayed Limited Edition. Now, it doesn't feel super similar to that one as well, but the way that the pear note has been used in here, and it has sort of a slightly fresher take. I don't know how to explain it, but it's similar to what I get from Art Al-Khaliji's, Sheikh Zayed Limited Edition, which is also a very, very nice Dior Homme Intense clone. A very interesting take on that original DNA, on the original scent. And yeah, so far this seems to be a very, very good clone of Dior Homme Intense, a clone with a twist, let's call it that. I'm quite impressed from the initial first few sprays. There's no harshness or anything like that. The fragrance so far has been quite impressive. Now I'm definitely going to test this one out in the next few weeks, because I'm curious how this will evolve with a little bit of maceration, how this will actually perform. But so far this has been really, really nice, and I really do hope that it's worth all the wait that I had to do in order, before getting a full bottle of this fragrance. And so guys, in today's video I was finally able to get my hands and try for the first time Camaro Homme Intense from Pandora Scents and Paris Corner. And so far the fragrance seems to be quite impressive. I hope that you found this video interesting. If you did, give it a like, and I also hope that you're going to join me in the next one. And until then, stay safe and bye bye.